You just entered the Strong Labs, the place to break down barriers and build up your cyber skills. What is going on, cyber warriors? Jason Strong back with another video, and today we're going to be going through the Advent of Cyber 2025, Day 2. Phishing Merry Clickmas. Learn how to use the social engineering toolkit to send phishing emails. And what I really like about what TryHackMe is doing is that they have right here in the lab, they have two great videos from two great content creators, John Hammond, who I watch constantly, and also Rihanna Schultz from Cyberspeak Labs. And this is an awesome tool that they have that's out there for anybody to use, free to use. Uh, did I mention that? Free? But let's just start up our machines, attack boxes, and let's go. Let's get to it. So let me actually read the instruction first. In light of recent cybersecurity threats against the Best Festival Company, the local red team has scheduled several penetration tests. The red team has proceeded to carry out a regular penetration test against their Best Festival Company. Part of this exercise is to ensure that the employees are diligent when clicking links and when the company is well protected against the latest phishing attacks. All right, so we're going to be part of a TBFC local red team, and we will be helping them with their phishing campaign. So we're going to be creating a phishing email and sending it out. So we got to understand what social engineering is. These are learning objectives. We're going to understand what social engineering is. We are going to learn the types of phishing, explore how red teams create fake login pages, and then use the social engineering toolkit to send a phishing email. Then here are the steps to connect to the machine. I already got the machine started, but if you don't, make sure you do this. Start the attack box and then start the target machine. And then check that to answer. All right. So let's talk about social engineering. Social engineering refers to manipulating a user to make a mistake. Examples of such mistakes include sharing a password, opening a malicious file, and approving a payment. The term social means that the target of such an attack is human beings, not computer systems. Consequently, the attacker relies on psychological tricks to get the target user to cooperate. Some psychological factors that can play a key role in the success of such attacks are urgency, curiosity, and authority. This is why some would refer to social engineering as human hacking. I've heard a lot of people actually say human hacking. Uh, One of the most important things about social engineering, I think, at least from like what I've learned, are how attackers try to create like the sense of urgency. They're like the most prominent ones. They're trying to be like, hey, click this fast, or I need this in this amount of time, or urgent. It says in front of it. So just be aware of when you see something like that that's trying to create a sense of urgency. That's the first place where mine goes. This is phishing, and then you explore using other like techniques. So let's get into phishing. Phishing is a subset of social engineering in which the communication medium is mostly messages. Oh, oh yeah. So social engineering can also be like, and you can also social engineer somebody like face to face. Let's say you're not supposed to get access to like a specific place within a building, but then you're able to sweet talk a security guard, or just get somebody to open a door for you that you're not usually supposed to get access to. That can be considered social engineering. Um, but now we're going to talk about phishing. Phishing is a subset of social engineering in which the communication medium is mostly messages. At one point, the most common phishing attacks happened via email. However, the spread of smartphones, along with ubiquitous internet access, has spread phishing to short text messages, smishing, vishing, which is voice calls, or quishing, which are QR codes. And I actually did a project on that. Um, and social media direct messages. The attacker's purpose is to make the target user click, open, or reply to a message so that the attacker can steal information, money, or access. Unfortunately, phishing attacks are becoming harder to spot. That is true because attackers are now using like AI powered toolkits. which generative AI for one is going to alleviate a lot of the grammar mistakes that people used to use. You know, if you're translating from Russian to English, some of the grammar that we use isn't the same, so the words don't really add up. But when they're using AI to do this, AI is going to be much better than Google Translate. You know, or generative AI. Sorry. So the first stop, the best flexible company cybersecurity awareness training teaches users about 2 anti-phishing mnemonics written as stop. The first stop is from All Things Secured, which tells users to ask the following questions before acting on an email. Suspicious, telling me to click something, offering me an amazing deal, or pushing me to do something. So STOP. And the second stop reminds users to follow the following instructions. I like this one. Slow down, type the address yourself, open nothing unexpected, and prove the sender. You know, slow down, just read. As I was just telling you, like try to build a sense of urgency. Make sure you read the message, read what they're trying to tell you. Type the address yourself. You can usually in emails, always in emails, you can see like the link. You can hover over it, see what it's linking you to. You can type the address in yourself without actually clicking the link that's in the email. Open nothing unexpected. You know, if you get a PDF from John in Finance and you weren't expecting that, why is he sending that over on an Excel sheet? Try to verify that he actually sent that, and then prove the sender. Check the real from address / number, not just the display name. You can check a message header in emails to verify a bunch of different things like SPF, DMARC, and just everything like along those lines. You can verify that it's coming from who it says it's supposed to come to. Building the trap. So I think this is where we're going to get into our phishing. The trap can be anything depending on your objectives and the research. Okay, in this task, we aim to acquire the target's user credentials. All right, so we're gonna be building a fake login page, TBFC portal login page. That's the users are going to use to sign in, and we're gonna capture the credentials with it. So there's already a script that does that, and then when we run, it hosts a fake login page. All right, so we're not building it, but the phony login page will capture all the credentials entered into the page. Got it. All right, guys. So we got our attack box open, and we got our terminal open in just about 5 seconds. We're going to change directory into the room or into the folder where our script is. We're going to run ls to see what's there. So they have an index.html and then a server.py. Server.py is the script that we're going to be running. So let's do Python 3 and then server.py. And then this is going to start our server on 0.0.0.0 port 8000. So what this is saying is that on all of our network interfaces, whichever network interfaces are on our machine that are active, is binding port 8000. So if our IP address is 10.65.75.128. If we browse to this on Firefox, then we will hypothetically, if we browse to it, then we should be able to see our fake login page. And here's our fake login page from our IP address. This is what we're going to be using to send to the person that's getting phished. But if we wanted to test real quick just to make sure that it's logging the credentials correctly, we can test, hit enter, and then let's go back to our terminal. Oops. I'm gonna put this in a different window just so it's easier. So let's go back to our terminal, and then you see username test, password test. This was just captured from 10.65.75.128. Now, if you went to our loopback address, the 127.0.0.1, 8,000, port 8,000, it would be the same exact thing. Now we're going to deliver our social engineering toolkit. So the social engineering toolkit is basically this an open source tool that was designed by David Kennedy for social engineering attacks. It offers a wide range of features, and in this case, we're going to be using it to send a phishing email. So let us open another tab, and then let's do what TryHackMe tells us to do. SE Toolkit to start it. We're going to hit option 1 for social engineering attacks, and then we're going to hit option 5 for mass mailer attack, and then we are going to hit option 1 for single email address. And then the person that we're targeting is right here, factory@wareville.tryhackme. So we are going to paste that in. And then it says we're going to use our own server or open relay. So we're going to hit 2. And then from address. So we know that the guys at the toy factory communicate regularly with Flying Deer, the shipping company. So that we will use updates at flyingdeer.tryhackme as the source email address. Okay. And then the from name, we're going to do Flying Deer. Username, Open Relay, we're going to leave that blank. Password for Open Relay, we're going to leave that blank. And then our SMTP email server address is 10.65.146.196. Port number, we're going to leave it default for 25, so all you have to do is click enter. And then we're going to hit no, 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 and then email subject. This is where the phishing starts, so to say. We can enter anything we want, but right here I'm going to say urgent shipping schedule changes. Send message as HTML or plain text. I'm going to hit enter as default. It's going to default to plain text. And then now we're going to enter the body of that message. So, good afternoon. Enter. And then hitting enter is going to give us a new line. So, I am from the Flying Deer Company. We recently can you please check to confirm? So I basically just said that we recently just saw that there were changes on this page. Can you check to confirm if they are real? And then I'm going back up here to get our public IP address. This is where we're hosting our server. And then we're going to send this out as an email. We're going to hit enter one more time. And then END to end our message. And then hit enter. Now, I didn't even read it. I hope it said that it successfully sent. But we're going to go back here and then see if we get credentials. Oh, that was really quick, actually. So, our phishing email sent, and then somebody put in these somebody clicked the link that we sent and then entered these credentials. Admin, unranked wisdom anthem. Let's see what is the password used for the. All right, so that's the password that was used. So we got the flag right there. So now the second part is asking us to browse to this IP address from within the attack box and try to access the mailbox of the factory user to see if the previously harvested admin password had been reused on the email portal. What is the total number of toys expected for delivery? All right, so that last page that we just got the credentials from, Unranked Wisdom Anthem, we sent that email to the factory user, but he was an admin on that page, right? On this page, this is just his regular email portal account. So we're going to see if he's using his admin password on on the standard email account, and that's a problem because you're not supposed to really reuse. You're not supposed to reuse passwords. Excuse me. Um. So we just logged into the email portal, and right here, let me make this a little bigger. You can see it says he has access to manufacture and ship 1,948,000 toys. So you could copy and paste that. But if you're not able to, if he just wanted to, this is what I did at first. I already did this, so I'm just going back. But all I did was Control F to hit find, and then you can type in toys, and then it'll search up every time the word toys is said in here. The first time it shows up is when it tells you how many toys. So you can hit check, and then you have the next flag. I hope that makes sense. That's why it's really important not to reuse credentials, because that really goes to show you how easy it is for a hacker to compromise one system and then get to another system if you're using the same exact password. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and comment on this video if you did like what you saw. If you want to see something else, just feel free to comment. Let me know how you felt about this video and subscribe for more content. Bye, guys.